The last episode of Creepy Cheapies was pretty good, but this one starting now is going to be even better. Why? Because we have one of the scariest masks you've seen yet here today. And by the way, welcome once again to the Library of Horror Hotel. It is time once again for cheap creep, you know that. All you mask lovers and monster collectors and horror movie fans. Today we have one that is so scary. And, you know, a lot of them are cool and they're fun and they're kind of creepy, but it's not very often that you encounter one that is really terrifyingly scary. I think this guy qualifies. I think he, you know, he fits that job description. It's your old friend Zombie Gutarg. Yeah, Gutarg. That's G-U-T-A-R-G. Gutarg. And when I first heard that, I thought, what does that even, what's Gutarg? Is that a German word or some sort of Scots, Irish, Celtic? I looked it up, no such word. But there was a World of Warcraft character called Gutarg, but that was just a coincidence. He had nothing to do with this. He was more of an ogre or a troll type of fantasy character. But the Gutarg the zombie from Ghoulish Productions, sculpted by a spooky guy named Ricardo Contreras. This zombie has actually been discontinued for a while, so I'm doing it here hoping that you can still find one online somewhere. But actually it's been discontinued for about 50 years, assuming you're watching this during the year 2068. Okay, but once it was officially discontinued from the Ghoulish Productions catalog, it did continue on in production as a Party City exclusive. So if you have a Party City store in your neck of the graveyard, you might be able to find one. Why do I think he's so especially scary? Well, for badness sake, look at that. What's scarier than that? Look at those crazy eyes. This thing sold for around 40 bucks, okay, painted that nicely. I have not done anything here to enhance this one. This is right out of the bag from the creeps at Ghoulish Productions. Okay, those eyes are just so creepy. I love that. And you know, a lot of the zombies out there think they're pretty scary, but wow, this guy, holy mackerel, you know, other zombies would run from this guy. Other zombies out haunting the cemetery at night, strutting along with the swagger, thinking, that's right, I'm scary. I'm scary. They see Gutarg pop up in front of them and they're like, hey, what the? That's how scary he is. Why did nobody notice this horrible, gruesome guy? He's kind of a greenish gray color. He's kind of green like a potato that's gone off, like a rotten potato kind of color, and he's got some veins going on and some splotches and these horrible rotted and burned up and mangled places. And by the way, Gutarg turned out just to be a made-up word for kind of what a noise that he makes. Like, see, because he can't talk properly because he hasn't got any lips. So when he tries to talk, it sounds like Gutarg. That's just the noise he makes. Was that pretty good? Yeah, he says I did all right with that. All right. And you do want his approval. Believe me, you do not want this guy mad at you. Only reason I can think of why people didn't jump all over this excruciatingly horrible zombie is maybe because he has a plain bald head and there's not, you know, there's not much detail going on. You know, all the detail stops at the face, which got me to thinking, you know, he kind of looks like from Dawn of the Dead this way, but maybe he would get the attention that he deserves and get the love he deserves a little bit more if he had some hair. So I bought multiple copies of Gutarg, the zombie, and turned Laura Lady loose on him. Okay, now this first one, my idea was, wouldn't it be cool if there was one that looked like a hermit, like an old man that lives in a cave? Look at this. Laura did this custom hair work on this one, blended brown, gray, couple shades of brown actually, and gray, and it's very nasty, and it's got hairspray in it to make it look sort of, oh, you know, ratty and clumpy, like he's a dirty, nasty, rotten, old, unwashed thing, and he loves to be scary. He likes to give you the creeps. He certainly does. And I put a little blood in the appropriate places after she put the hair on to sort of, you know, sort of help with that look and bring it all together. And wow, is that creepy when you do that. So that's another good thing about old Gutarg the zombie, is if you don't like a plain bald head for your horrible scary zombie with the big scary eyes, you could add a wig, or you could add a hat. You could use him as a zombie cowboy, zombie policeman, zombie pirate, zombie gold prospector, zombie dentist, you know, whatever you like. Add the various details. And he is Gutarg. I should show you this. Here's the tag that he sometimes comes with, although not every copy came tagged like this. And it says on the back, can you see that? It says right there, Mask Zombie Gutarg Chair. Yeah, it says C-H-A-I-R right there, C-H-A-I-R. Do you see that? It says chair, but I'm gonna go ahead and warn you, please don't sit on the mask, even though it says chair. You don't want to sit on it, or any mask, because see, that could be bad for the paint. You could crack the blood or some such. Now, I mentioned that I bought multiple copies of Gutarg and turned Laura Lady loose with him. Well, the other one shows, this one was Laura's idea, the other one shows that he's even horrible as a she. Here we have the feminized version of Gutarg, which I think Laura did a marvelous job on. This is a wig, but she had to cut the wig apart and make pieces and fit it back together because his head is bigger than a normal human head, because he's a mask, and therefore it needs to be bigger than a person's head in order to be a wearable mask that can be worn by a person. So he's a bit big. So she worked her Laura magic on it and made this horrifying female zombie ghost specter out of it. So you got, you know, the female specter and the prospector, any version that you like. Look at how hideous. And let me just zoom up here to make sure this gives you nightmares for the next week. Laura used a wig that's off black. It's black, but it's not jet black. It's like a number 2 color black as opposed to a number 1 color black. So it's a little bit brownish, which I think looks better than jet black. Kind of works with the greenish gray deathly look. But look how creepy this is, okay, as a female. And again, you could do anything you want. Laura put eyelashes on there to make sure people understand the femaleness. How scary would this be at the haunted forest or the haunted trail or something, on a girl, on an actress wearing, you know, like an old-fashioned dress or nightgown or something, and maybe holding flowers like from her grave, and she's out there spooking you at night. What could be spookier than that? So, multi-purpose mask here, old Gutarg. Highly recommended. Again, check Party City and check various Amazon and eBay sellers. Did still have these as of 2020. You could still get them even though he was officially out of production. And if you could score one for neighborhood of 40 bucks, for badness sake, get one for your next Halloween event, because even if you don't do anything special to it, you could just throw it on a mannequin or a dummy or whatever, and there you go. And those eyes are so creepy, it's going to scare everybody. And now I have the whole family right here. It's like mom and dad and son of Gutarg. And just, you know, the whole thing, it kind of works as an androgynous zombie, could be either male or female. Kind of points out to you, kind of underscores the fact that the main difference in our society, I think, between men and women really is that women always want to see what men would look like dressed up as women, but men never want to see what women would look like dressed up as men. Thank you.